Welcome to Miazzina in the hills above Lago Maggiore in northern Italy. Such a lovely little place. And what's better than the lovely little place? This particular road, getting up to it. Now I sped it up to 5 times speed. And it was just absolutely wonderful. The last thing you get to do to reward you for the huge drive I did the previous day was to drive up this absolute banger of a hill in my absolute banger of a car. So after yesterday's driving, today I thought I'm having a day next to the lake, taking it easy. Go and see some of the nice little places around the lake. See if there's anything nice and scenic. Hadn't done a great deal of research on the place, but the main aim was to actually take a car to the Italian lakes. So, this episode, we're going to have a look at the lake, but we're also going to get back to reality and get back to the holiday and the road trip. Welcome to the perfect Italian scene. Scooters whizzing past, a classic Alfa Romeo about to pull out from a side street, a lake to my right, interesting buildings to the left. Nothing could be better than that. And despite the relaxation, despite finding nice places by the lake to sit and just chill, I knew the next day I was going to have to travel a significant distance in order to make it to orientation for the trip. Yes, there was a deadline. So I had to get to an introductory meeting with a camp leader and work out what was going on for the rest of the week. So come with me and we'll have a nice trip across the Alps and into the Ardeche. Yes, we're crossing the Alps again. Just before 9 AM the next day, it was time to go. So today's challenge, get to the campsite in France in, well, ideally 9 hours, but 10 hours is probably the bare limit. First stop is to get some fuel. And then I've got a route plan which avoids a very expensive tunnel, but also and just filling in for the microphone they cut out there. It avoided the very, very, very expensive tunnel, but it also went over the Alps into scenic places, and it was within the time limit as well. So all the good stuff. So yeah, time to get some fuel. And while I'm filling up, why don't we have a look at the route that we're taking today? Okay, so starting off in Mietzina, and we're going to zoom out and have a look at what route we're going to take. Now you can see by the blue line, although the blue line does go the most incorrect route possible, i.e. back north and through the Mont Blanc tunnel, we take the route that cuts the corner. So the first thing we do is go to the Autostrada, which isn't too far away, once we get to the lake, and then we'll head south and hit the A4, the Autostrada 4, which is a very interesting road. And instead of heading north, we'll go to Torino, which is that place there, and we'll keep heading west, and then instead of going north here, we'll slip down to the southwest to a place called Briançon, which is in the Alps and involves going over a mountain pass and over the Italian-French border. And then we'll head up to Grenoble through the mountain valleys and then to Valence via the autoroutes. And once we've done that, we can now turn off the motorway and take the back roads, which are nice and twisty, and we end up in L'Argentière. Stop the music here for some interesting sounds. And after driving subterraneously for quite a while, I reached the A4, which was quite a relief. The A4 is a very interesting road. First of all, it's got 3 lanes. Now the 3 lanes, you come to realise the right hand lane is the slow lane, that's where the lorries stay. The middle lane is the normal people lane, where all the drivers that's doing 70 to 80 miles per hour, that's where they stay. And the right hand lane is where everyone just goes like a bat out of hell. So yeah, I was in lane 1 and 2 for the whole journey because I was in a Morris Minor. Another fascinating feature of this road is that it has bus stops. Every slip road, every junction rather, there's a slip road goes off that's for buses, and then there's a hideous massive concrete shelter, and then it comes back on. At this point the microphone, kept cutting out, and the phone was overheating, so it couldn't really take videos for very long. But yeah, Westershire in, the motorways got narrower, very little hard shoulder, but it was very soon that we're going to be turning off it. And there was a lot of toll booths, which isn't a fun thing. By 12:20, I was in some unexpectedly stunning scenery. Absolutely outstanding. Worth taking the detour for. And of course, out of the tunnel, round the bend, what do I find? France. Bonjour everyone. Mission update. We're in France. Got that view, nice view out there. I'll try and do it without the hand. 4.5 hours left of the journey on the sat nav. The time's 12:45, so will I get there for 6? Possibly. We're on track. By 1:30 the scenery was still stunning, and we're going up another mountain pass as well, which was quite amazing. So we'll have a bit more music. Okay, we're just on the outskirts of Grenoble. Lots of nice hills still. The estimated time's about 5:40, but there's a delay of half an hour included in that. So we'll just have to see how the delay pans out. Did you have any doubt I would make it? And did you have any doubt that I would make it on time? Yes, I overcooked the brakes on the Alps. Yep. And yes, there was some weather. But I got to experience a part of the world I'd never been before and never thought of going before, and it was absolutely stunning. Got to drive along the back roads and got to drive along some very stunning tourist roads along the side of the Ardeche river. So anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this video and this video series. If you want to see more adventures, more Morris Minors and more classic cars, please subscribe to the channel. And don't worry, there's going to be more.